All right, I've been buying a bunch of decants lately, and it's definitely the way to go, especially if you're talking designer niche scent profiles. If you're talking like Middle Eastern clones or a Dua, sometimes maybe it's not as good of an idea because you could just buy the real thing and maybe sell it if you don't like it for what you have in a decant. So yeah, but on higher end designer niche for what you pay for those, definitely a good idea to sample. And I've been doing a ton of sampling lately, and I'm just going to talk about 4 of them that I got a hold of recently that I really think are full bottle worthy and I really like. All right, out of these 4, this first one's the most fun and the best fragrance to me out of all 4 of these. And so this guy contacted me. He's bought some stuff off of me in Facebook groups when I sell fragrances, and then he's become a subscriber. And he told me about this buddy of his. He's got who's lives in Louisiana who's making these fragrances. So he asked me if I'd review it or check it out if I sent it to him. So yeah, he sent me this bottle. He sent me this little bottle of swamp water. He's got it like boxes and stuff. This guy's making, he's selling these. So this guy that's selling it, I got a hold of him too. He's a 52-year-old guy, born and raised in Louisiana. He just started playing around with making fragrances, and he's a shift worker at an oil refinery. He's only got 3 years left till he retires. So yeah, he started making something. He wanted something that could kind of make it through his shift. And he likes neroli and he likes aquatics and stuff. So he kind of blended this together and come up with this thing. And it does have beast mode performance. So yeah, it's got like I said, it's called swamp water. It's got right when it opens up, you get a ton of fruits right out of the gate. So it opens up with bergamot, mandarin, a lot of citruses, and there's a nice neroli note on this. And he's really a fan of the neroli note, so he was really trying to go for that. And then it's got some plum, patchouli, vanilla, amber, and like an aquatic sandalwood base. So I've worn this 4 or 5 times now, trying to get my full thoughts on it. And it's kind of hard to piece together my full thoughts, but what I come up with, in the beginning, it kind of reminds me of like a Acqua di Gio, fruity version of like a Profumo. It's kind of like an Profondo, one of those type of aquatic scent piles, but more fruity. And then it's got some JPV Lamal vibes, but yeah, it just transitions really nice. It's nuclear too if you put it on clothes. So I sprayed some of my clothes and my hair, and it just lasted throughout the day. And it's just a fun fragrance. I'll put his contact information up if you want to try any of his other ones too, or get a hold of him. I'll put them up in here. It'll be somewhere up in here. I'll post it. So he's also got a few he's working on here. Let me see what he's got. He's got like a green one. It's a green fresh he's working on called Green Giant. And then he's got a 4th one he's working on too that he hasn't quite got, but it's like some sort of a gourmand oud is the other one he's got. And then he's got like an Venice with like a cotton candy aroma mixed with a Venice. He's playing with it. So, and he's got a 30 milliliter, 5 milliliter, 2 milliliter, and his prices are all good. It's like $35 for a 30, $10 for a 5 milliliter, and $5 for a 2 milliliter. So, yeah, and he gives free 2 milliliter with the purchase of a 30 milliliter bottle. So yeah, this one's really good. Very impressed with what this guy's doing. He just started playing around with fragrances and he started coming up with these. So yeah, check him out if you get it, if you want, and you can get a hold of me, and I'll try to tell you how to get a hold of him. But you should one of them's YouTube and one of them's Facebook when I post these up here. And I would say the one on Facebook, with his name on it, is the best way to get a hold of him. So I highly recommend this one. Again, it's swamp water. All right, next one is this nishane papilefiko. I like this one a lot. It's definitely unique. It's balsamic, resinous, warm, aromatic, real comforting and relaxing to me. It's got like a lot of green, herbaceous type notes. So I picture this one working really well in the spring for me. It's sort of like a herbal, bitter green type of scent profile as it dies down. It's a little bit boozy, sweet and resinous. It kind of seems like it might be like an oriental type of fragrance to me. But yeah, it's impressive if you like a oriental fougere aromatic type fragrance. It's got some spices, woods. There's real nice conifer note in this too, and I always like that in fragrances. So yeah, it's got some nice citruses, and it kind of dries down real amber, and it's got a nice lavender note too. So yeah, there's a lot going on this one. I really like this one. Probably end up with a full bottle of this one at some point. I'll finish this decant off and see what I think, but this would be a good one for my spring rotation, I think. All right, the next one I really like is this mancera Saharian Wind. It's like a spicy oriental type fragrance, kind of hard to describe. It's leathery also, woody, resinous. Now it does have this Band-Aid smell to it, and it definitely is there. Once I heard somebody say that, I definitely smell a Band-Aid smell, but I like it. It's warm, deep, exotic. I'd wear this all 3 seasons except for summer. good balance of like green, woody, spicy balsamic accords too. It's pretty complex and it kind of changes as you wear it. I like this one a lot. Somebody called it a Middle Eastern barbershop type scent, and I kind of get that too. And it's got it does smell like you're out on the Saharian desert too. I like that name for it. It does kind of have that kind of feeling to it. It's kind of like a metallic, earthy, spicy type scent. Kind of like a oriental spicy woody fougere on like a musky, earthy type base. So yeah, it's really hard to describe this. A lot going on. Yeah, and it transitions really nice. This is definitely one I'd recommend you at least get a sample of and try. But I'll end up with a full bottle of this one at some point. And this is actually one of my favorite offerings from Mancera now. Just pretty unique to me, and I really like this one. Next up, the prices are going up a little on this. This is limited release. I don't know if I'll get a full bottle or just stick with this, but it is really nice. Saharian Pasion or Passion. So it's just a really nice fragrance. Kind of reminds me of the Narciso Rodriguez Blue Parfum in a way, but it's definitely like a twist on that for sure. Spicy, oriental, sweet, woody, a little bit of powdery. It's a nice little light lipstick iris. It's got the Saharian DNA buried in it. Just super versatile too. You could use this for I wouldn't use it in the high heat of summer or like the depths of winter, but really nice. Creamy iris and woods in the background with a spicy opening. Really well done, nice versatile fragrance. Really recommend this one if you want a versatile light iris type fragrance. Yeah, try and decant, especially on designer niche, is the way to go. And these are 4 of them that I tried recently that really stood out. I'm going to try to quit blind buying as much going forward. And yeah, these are 4 that would have been, I could have just bought full bottles and not got the decant. But very rarely do I regret getting the decant of something. And but many times I do regret buying a full bottle without trying to decant. So yeah, the money you waste on a decant when you got a bottle, that's not a big deal at all. Yeah, and check out this new house that I talked about in the beginning. That's a real fun fragrance, and he did a good job on that one. All right, if you made it this far, like, subscribe, and comment. That helps my algorithm, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch.